And we're back. So you guys, I'm so happy to be back on YouTube after a short hiatus. I've definitely been posting on my other platforms if you've been keeping up with me. But this past month has been so many changes, and this past couple weeks I've learned so much insight, so much growth, so many things have changed, and I want to talk to you guys for a second. I want to talk to you guys about the direction of this channel and like essentially what we're going to be doing here, essentially what the purpose of this channel will be from now on. And I think that is so important. You guys have been giving me some great feedback. You guys have been telling me different ideas, things that you guys want to hear more about related to product. I want to just let you guys know that I'm planning to be posting some new content. I've been working on a lot of new content for you guys. So definitely we'll be posting, more on YouTube, and we'll be posting content that I think really speaks to that whole idea of using the PM product management mindset to maximize your personal, professional success. Now, you guys, if you've been following the stock market or the news lately, you've likely come across headlines like this. To many, though, it may seem almost surprising, and Tesla's success may have seemed to come overnight, but it definitely followed a carefully executed plan. We're going to talk about it today. I really want to go into the strategies, the insights with you guys. I'm going to actually be picking out 4 key strategies that Tesla used to propel itself to the top of its market, and we're going to be dissecting essentially what those are and what they mean. We're going to be figuring out how this company that is essentially just 16 years old has surpassed companies that have been in the game, the auto industry game, its industry, for so long. We're going to figure that out. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is Tesla's vision. Now, Tesla sees itself as a pioneer in the 21st century. And what I mean by that is Tesla's mission is literally to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. What does this mean? This is a pretty ambitious goal to have as a company, just in general. Even looking at the sphere of the, just the global sphere, even looking at what's happening internationally, even looking at different challenges that entire governments are tackling regarding the environment. For Tesla to position itself as a vehicle of this acceleration towards sustainable energy is powerful. But also in and of itself, it's not only positioning itself as a pioneer by making this statement, it's also allowing itself to niche down and market to specific audiences. What I mean by that is essentially this vision is allowing Tesla to get clear on the value it's going to offer to the world, and then get clear on the value it's offering to its consumers and then also investors. This means well-targeted sales and a higher chance of success for a company like Tesla when it's marketing its products. In addition to really great marketing through having a clear, well-defined vision, Tesla is also able to position itself at the head of this industry, the electric vehicle industry, of course, as a thought leader. Thought leadership is in and of itself an amazing thing to do for companies to be able to lead that conversation, for companies to be able to enrich the dialogue with something that is meaningful, something that is going to add value to their consumers and investors' lives, is in and of itself a powerful thing to do. But it is also powerful in that it is able to dominate the conversation and then establish brand credibility. Extending that thought leadership, Tesla does this thing that I'd like to refer to as open sourcing. Essentially, Tesla open sources its technological materials, its intellectual property for other companies to be able to reference and to be able to essentially build electric vehicles, to be able to build things on using the similar technology, really, for the industry. And at a glance, it may seem like, oh, why are they giving this away for free? Why are they just giving away this hard-earned property, this research, these years of work for free? But you have to look at the strategy. Open sourcing, meaning you're sharing your materials, you're sharing the things that allowed you to essentially have the infrastructure that you have as a company with other people is powerful. But the way Tesla does it is even more powerful. Tesla has its intellectual property patents on its open sourced materials, meaning if companies reference Tesla's open source materials, they're doing it with Tesla's brand stamp tied to it. They're doing it with Tesla's knowledge tied to it. So Tesla's open source philosophy comes with different conditions though. It's not like it's just a free-for-all and that there's absolutely no protection for Tesla as a company. Basically, companies can't copy Tesla's designs, they can't oppose Tesla's patents, and they also cannot enforce any right against Tesla if they use its intellectual property. So on Tesla's part, this is a very smart move. It's essentially saying, okay, well, if you use what I've given you, then you give me the license to use any improvements you've made on my technology. No matter what improvements are made to Tesla's technology, it's free to use any and all improvements that's made to its technology through this open source patent licensing agreement, this whole open source economy that it's creating around its own products. It's going to be able to reap the benefits of that multiple times over, as opposed to what it's already given out to the public. With the thought leadership that Tesla's already demonstrated, this is going to allow Tesla to essentially skyrocket to the top of its industry as the industry leader. It's establishing the framework by which people enter the industry, and it is also dominating the conversation. Tesla is doing it again. So Tesla's technology is pervasive. According to even Peter Thiel, the co-founder of PayPal, Tesla's technology is so good that other car companies rely on it. Daimler uses Tesla's battery packs, Mercedes-Benz uses a Tesla powertrain, Toyota uses a Tesla motor, even General Motors has created a task force to track Tesla's next moves. So you guys, when you are able to become the supplier, essentially the supply chain for an entire industry that existing auto manufacturers are breaking into, are learning more about, developing technology about, it is powerful. Not just this though, Tesla has developed its own prototypes, has developed its own way of seeing the electric vehicle manifestation of the future. Tesla has almost reinvented the wheel. And this brings me to my next point. Tesla's innovation is off the charts. They build their innovation in tandem with their vision, which focuses on transforming the automotive industry as a whole and offers great lessons for any innovator, any entrepreneur who's looking to win support for their ideas and who's looking to bring new technologies to the market, who's looking to be successful in doing that and creating conversation and establishing thought leadership. One of the great things that Tesla did to build its innovation capital is its release, its promotion, its the hype it generated around its product, the Cybertruck. So essentially, rather than just creating a product, marketing it, or doing user research, assessing demand, and then putting it out on the market, Tesla went ahead and prototyped the product. They marketed that through social media, through all types of hype, social media frenzy, and allowing people to pre-order a car, pre-order a brand new car that had not been released to the market, pre-order the idea of having something that no one else had, to pre-order that. And in doing that, Tesla was able to generate massive amounts of money to actually go ahead and manufacture that vehicle. It was basically customer validation at its finest. And what I mean by that is the customer is literally validating your idea, saying, I want this, give this to me, I will spend money on this. And Tesla said, say less, we're gonna make this. So that was one of the things they did to prove their innovation. And that helps to build credibility in the eyes of investors, in the eyes of your audience. That helps to build credibility when you're able to go and say, hey, people showed this much enthusiasm. People showed this much support for my idea to the point where they gave money, they crowdfunded so that we could build this idea. It's so important that we understand this concept of innovation capital. And I can even make a whole nother video talking about that, just because it's so powerful to be able to leverage your current resources to win support for your ideas, to really build this bank account of credibility such that when you're looking to put something forth onto the market or put something forth to become a reality, that you have supporters backing you, that you have that long list, your track record, backing you, saying that you are the best person to release this idea, or that this idea is sustainable, credible, and doable. And even just looking at Elon Musk's past at PayPal and SpaceX, we've seen his successes. In the news, we've seen them all over. So for Tesla to even have someone like Elon Musk on board, that helps their innovation capital to increase as well. So you guys, these are the 4 strategies that Tesla has used to really build and bolster its brand. These are some 4 strategies. Of course, there is more that we can go into. That would have to be for a later video, of course, because we could go on for days. We could go on and on and on, talking about what Tesla is doing nowadays, talking about how they're dominating, talking about the next moves. But what I would like to do here is just recap these 4 strategies that we discussed that Tesla has used to grow its brand. So 1, get clear on your vision. Get clear on your vision to the point where you're able to articulate the specific value that you're going to offer to the world, and get specific with your brand and what you're hoping to achieve for your long-term goal. 2, you want to be able to be in a position of giving. So in order to be in a position of giving, you need to be producing, you need to be creating, you need to be able to generate value that others will want to use. You want to be able to generate value that you're able to see your work, your ideas, your invention, your innovation spread far. And that's going to help your brand to grow. That's going to help you to establish authority and credibility, in addition to thought leadership established by the vision that you've already created. 3, I would say establishing demand for what you're doing, figuring out where the demand is, and being able to become a key supplier. Knowing your audience, knowing your market, studying what is in that market, studying what is in that group. Whether it's something, an event you're putting on, or whether that is a product you're launching or a series you're launching or anything that you're doing, just doing your research and figuring out where the demand is and where you can meet that demand and how you can meet the demand in such a specific way that you can deliver a high level of quality on that demand and possibly become a supplier. This one is not a guarantee by any means. This has to be cultivated for sure, but that is definitely something to keep in mind. And number 4, last but not least, build your innovation capital. I'm going to go into this on another video because it is so important. There are different components to innovation capital, and we could go on and on about that. But build your bank account of supporters, build your bank account of credibility. Get that experience, get those wins, get those successful launches that people will be able to say, hey, this person is a credible person and what they're launching is great. And then also assess demand before you even release certain things. Sometimes that looks like testing out. Oh, would you like this? Would you like that? And figuring out what people want and what people are willing to pay for, and then maybe taking it a step further and getting crowdfunding for your ideas. So you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I learned a lot while even going through this process to look up what Tesla was doing, and I really hope you apply this. I really hope you can think about how you would apply this to your life. I'll probably make a video on that too, just really distilling how you can really take these strategies and apply them. All right, you guys, so if you enjoyed this video, if you feel like you learned something today, let me know what you learned by commenting down below. Make sure to like and share with a friend. Definitely for more content like this, there'll be more coming. Subscribe, you guys, subscribe. There's plenty more that I have to share with you guys, and I can't wait for us to all grow together. Truly, it's been a pleasure talking to you all today, and I will see you guys with another new video real soon.